Benjamin wants to start looking for classes to take in the fall 2012 term. He has already acknowledged that he has holds on his account and has taken action with his advisor and Student Financial Services to resolve them. Benjamin's holds need to be resolved before his enrollment appointment begins on April 24th. Otherwise, he will be blocked from enrolling in classes. However, these holds will not prevent Benjamin from adding classes to his shopping cart. Let's get started by clicking the Search for Classes button in the upper right-hand corner of the Student Center. Benjamin now has increased features to find the classes he needs. Not only can he search by course number, he can also search by days of the week, instructors, modes of instruction, and much more. Note that the more variables that you use to search, the smaller your results will be. If you search and don't find any results, or don't find what you were looking for, try removing some variables. First, we are going to make sure that the proper term is selected. Verify that the 2012-13 fall quarter term is selected from the drop-down menu. There are many ways you can search, and we're going to highlight just a few of the most common. Our first search will use the course subject and course number fields. If you know what your course subject code is, you can enter it directly. For example, you might know that communication courses can be found using the 0535 code. If you enter the code in the course subject field and press the Tab button, the department name will appear next to the course subject code. If you don't know the subject code by memory, click the Select Subject button. It's important to note that the course subject lookup will default to the letter A, but you must not look for courses alphabetically. Until RIT has transitioned to semesters in fall 2013, we will continue to use numeric subject codes. For example, you will find a biology course subject under 1. Once you've located the subject code, click Select. By default, the Show Open Classes Only box will be selected. To see all biology classes offered that term, deselect this box. If Benjamin wanted a 200 level course or higher, he would begin by changing the course number dropdown to greater than or equal to. Then he would enter 200 in the text field. To conduct the search, press Enter or scroll to the bottom of the page and click Search. Some broad searches, such as the one we just conducted, will yield a large number of results. Large searches take longer to process. You can click OK to proceed or Cancel to go back and refine your search. We will continue. On the results page, you will see a full list of classes that are open, closed, and have a wait list. Click the section number if you would like additional information about a specific class. Here, you will find information including enrollment requirements such as requisites, prerequisites, and co-requisites, and a full course description. Click View Search Results to return to the list of results. Benjamin can click the Select Class button to add a section to his shopping cart. Before adding it to his shopping cart, he will have the opportunity to place himself on a wait list if the class is full at the time of enrollment, or enter a permission number if he has been authorized to take a class in lieu of the published enrollment requirements. Permission numbers will not be used for all courses and will be determined by academic departments. Waitlists will replace unmet needs. Click Next to add it to your shopping cart. If you would like to add another biology course, you can do so, or you could start a new search. Let's start a new search. This time, let's try searching by a course attribute. To see a list of course attributes, click the magnifying glass to the right of the field. A course attribute is an identifier that notes special characteristics of a course or class. Some examples of course attributes include activities, access services, honors, or general education electives. Let's look for an activity course. When searching by course attributes, you must also enter a corresponding course attribute value, or else you will not be able to proceed with the search. Click the magnifying glass in the right-hand column to find the appropriate value. Select the activity course attribute value. Now click the search button. We'll have Benjamin select a golf class. Notice that since this is an activity course, he has the option to select whether he wants to take the class on a satisfactory failing basis or an audit basis. We will choose satisfactory failing. Click the Next button. Let's start another new search. Now that Benjamin has found his activity course, he'll want to clear that attribute value. Click the Clear Criteria button at the bottom of the page to delete this information. Now Benjamin wants to find a class with one of his favorite instructors. He can enter the last name of his favorite instructor, Tony Smith. Let's add the criminology class to his shopping cart. Click Next to add it. Let's search for one more class. Click the Start a New Search button. Let's combine some variables to find a class. Benjamin wants to take a communication course, but would prefer to take it online. Scroll down to the course title keyword. Enter communication. Now scroll down to the Mode of Instruction drop-down menu. Select Online. Now click Search. You can see that there are a few classes he could take that meet the criteria. Let's add one to his shopping cart. Now let's take a look at all of the courses he has in the shopping cart. Click the shopping cart link. Benjamin can see he has 4 classes in his shopping cart. To assist with planning, Benjamin's advisors will also be able to see what classes he has placed in his shopping cart. Now, Benjamin can test to see if he will encounter any roadblocks when he goes to enroll the classes in his shopping cart. Select each class in the cart and click the Validate button. You will see that 3 of the classes are okay to add, But the system has identified a problem with Benjamin's request to add class 1001201. This is likely due to a lab requirement. Click the shopping cart button. Benjamin can now use the class search to find the co-requisite class 1001205. Click Search. Enter 1001 in the course subject field. Enter 205 in the course number field. Hit Enter. He can now select a class that fits his schedule. Click the Next button. He can now revalidate the shopping cart. Select all 5 classes and click Validate again. Now you'll see that all classes are okay to add. If there were any time conflicts, they would show after validating. Moving forward, students cannot enroll in more than one section of a class or enroll in classes with time conflicts. However, they can still add them to their shopping carts. Benjamin can continue to change the classes in his shopping cart prior to his enrollment date. His advisors can also view his shopping cart so they can provide him with advice if necessary. He is now prepared to enroll in classes on his enrollment appointment at 1 p.m. on April 24th.